This is hands down the most absurd Isekai protagonist you'll ever see. While every other transmigrator gets max level gear or cheat buffs right out the gate, our MC unlocks the most ridiculous broken skill ever, full gender swap anytime he wants. Normal people would panic getting a weird ability like this, but our guy, the second he arrives in this new world, he does the unthinkable. He instantly turns himself into a woman. No one knew it then, but this seemingly dumb joke of a move would become his strongest secret weapon to dominate the entire world. Our MC was just an ordinary guy from Earth until he got forcefully summoned by a kingdom's magic circle as a hero candidate, but he wasn't the only one brought over. A blonde, golden-haired young man arrived right alongside him. The whole kingdom held its breath, expecting two legendary heroes to save their war-torn realm. But the moment the status results popped up, the entire atmosphere turned ice cold. Our MC stats? All locked at level 1. A completely ordinary civilian panel. No special talents, no hidden buffs, nothing. Just a total nobody. The blonde kid? Same level 1 start, but every single stat maxed out at 999. He broke the world's attribute limit, surpassing every hero in the kingdom's history. The king, nobles, and soldiers all went crazy. Meanwhile, our MC became the biggest joke in the entire royal court. Same summoning ritual, completely different treatment. The king looked at his useless stats with nothing but pure disgust. The king ordered him exiled to the border demon beast forest, a deadly demon territory crawling with monsters and demon army troops. Getting sent there was basically a death sentence. The carriage driver took pity on him and warned him before leaving. The entire forest was packed with demon soldiers. If he wanted to survive, he had to run and hide fast. But our MC was completely helpless. Stranded in an unknown world with no connections, no money, and no safe place to go. He had nowhere to run. Left with no choice, he opened the small storage bag the king tossed him. Inside were a few coins, basic rations, and a fancy-looking greatsword. Yet the sword was nothing but a pretty fake. A low-quality decoration useless against real monsters. The king had deliberately given him garbage, fully intending for him to die in the forest. Just as despair set in, his system finally activated. He killed them instantly and leveled up to level 2. But that wasn't the best part. All his stats turned to infinity. He had no idea what this meant at the time. He'd just become the most invincible being in the entire world. The system also unlocked countless god-tier skills in an instant. Just as he planned to find a safe spot to rest, the system hit him with another emergency alert. The entire forest was covered in lethal demonic poison magic. Any normal human would dissolve the second they stepped foot inside. The system offered a fix: burn 1/3 of his mana to purify the entire forest completely. With nothing to lose, he agreed without hesitation. Back in the royal palace, a heated argument broke out. The kind princess scolded her father for his cruelty. The MC was an innocent victim summoned by force, and he deserved kindness, not execution by exile. But the king's logic was twisted and cold. In his eyes, powerless people were trash, and trash deserved to die. Mid-argument, a panicked soldier rushed in with breaking news. A supreme holy evolution magic had erupted from the border forest, covering the entire region with godly pressure. A once-in-a-millennium miracle. The king immediately took credit, bragging that his chosen blonde genius hero was pulling off world-class feats. Then the soldier dropped the bombshell. The holy magic didn't come from the blonde hero's battlefield. It came from the forbidden forest where the useless MC was exiled. Back in the woods, our MC stood there dumbfounded, staring at his level that had skyrocketed to 367 in seconds. He thought leveling up was just this easy. He had no clue his single purification spell had wiped out every demon and monster in the century-old deadly forest single-handedly. Even more broken, the 1/3 mana he'd used fully regenerated instantly after leveling up. He'd unlocked infinite mana forever. Still stuck with the king's exile ban that forbade him from entering any human town, he was trapped. But the system saved him again, unlocking full shape-shifting magic. He could alter his appearance, hide all his aura, and bypass every restriction. He chose to revert to his male form to lay low, then unlocked high-tier teleportation magic and teleported out of the forest in an instant. He tried to punch through the world barrier to go back to Earth but failed. Going home was impossible for now. He had no choice but to survive and thrive in this new world. To make money, he headed straight to the Adventurers Guild to take low-level quests. Inside, he spotted a tiny white-haired girl desperately begging for an escort to the monster forest. But her pay was way too low for such a deadly mission, so every adventurer ignored her. Kind-hearted and familiar with the forest's terrain, our MC stepped up to take the job. He casually mentioned he could use teleportation to get them there and back instantly. The entire guild exploded in shock. In this world, teleportation is a supreme high-tier magic only mastered by top-tier archmages. For a random young man to claim he could use it freely was unheard of. Before they could leave, a justice-seeking adventurer team blocked his path, accusing him of kidnapping the little girl. To prove his innocence, the MC teleported the entire squad deep into the monster forest in the blink of an eye. The team froze in terror. They instantly realized they'd messed with an absolute god-tier powerhouse. The captain dropped to his knees and begged for forgiveness on the spot. Meanwhile, the white-haired girl noticed something impossible. The poison magic and demonic aura that had plagued the forest for centuries were completely gone. The deadly forbidden land was now peaceful and pure. The system immediately warned the MC not to reveal the truth, or the entire demon race would target him for revenge. Just then, the blonde hero arrived with a group of adventurers, all weapons drawn, targeting the white-haired girl. The guild had intel. The monster forest hid demon army secrets, and the girl's insistence on going there made her a prime suspect for a demon spy. With no more reason to hide, the little girl dropped her cute act and revealed her true identity. This innocent white-haired loli was actually naturally Fenris, one of the 4 heavenly kings of the demon army, a top-tier demon combatant standing at the peak of demon power. Every human adventurer froze in dread. What they thought was a minor spy was actually one of the demon realm's strongest generals. Fenris was confused why the MC was completely unaffected by her demonic magic, but she still dismissed him as a weak human adventurer. She planned to kill all the humans first, then finish him off. In the critical moment, the MC moved instantly, saving the blonde hero from a fatal sneak attack. Knowing he couldn't protect everyone forever, he ended the fight with absolute dominance. A simple wall of earth blocked her ultimate skill. A gentle gust of wind left her powerless. A single gravity spell pinned the mighty demon king to the ground, unable to move an inch. The gap in strength was utterly crushing. The system even offered a forbidden slave-binding spell to fully control Fenris's mind and body. But the MC refused without hesitation. Coming from a civilized world, he hated slavery and would never rob someone of their free will, even a demon enemy. Fenris unleashed wave after wave of high-tier magic to break free, yet every single spell failed against his gravity barrier. Completely drained of mana and strength, she gave up struggling and begged for a quick death. To everyone's shock, the MC lifted the spell and let her go. His rule was simple: he never kills enemies who surrender. This pure kindness completely shattered Fenris's cold, ruthless worldview. Shaken to her core, she reverted to her human form and fainted from extreme mana exhaustion. When she woke up in a warm tent with clean clothes and fully restored mana, she knew the MC had used heaven-tier healing magic to save her. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she knelt down and swore eternal loyalty. When the MC hesitated, she threatened to kill herself if she couldn't stay by his side. Left with no choice, he agreed to let her follow him. Fenris's wolf clan bloodline bound her oath completely. She would never betray him for the rest of her life. At the same time, the royal kingdom suffered a huge defeat. The blonde hero the king had glorified returned from his campaign in total failure. Shameless and unrepentant, he blamed all his failures on his soldiers, calling them cowardly and useless, claiming he alone had saved the army from total annihilation. The king later learned the full truth. The blonde hero had hidden at the back line the entire battle and fled the moment fighting started, abandoning his troops to die. The king was furious and deeply regretful for choosing the wrong hero. The blonde's secret? His 999 max stats were fake. No matter how much he leveled up, his actual combat power never increased at all. He was nothing but a useless fake chosen one, completely powerless against demon troops. Back in town, a vegetable vendor mistook the MC and Fenris for a married couple. The tiny misunderstanding gave the MC a perfect idea. To avoid suspicion and hide their identities, they would pretend to be husband and wife traveling together. Fenris's wolf clan customs dictated that matching accessories symbolized marriage. When they got identical adventurer pendants, her heart raced instantly, convinced they were officially married. Before Fenris could say her real name, the MC stopped her. The name Fenris was infamous across the continent. He gave her the new alias Lys to lay low. Right after registering, the guild released an emergency high-rank quest. A horde of rampaging chaos bears was marching toward the town, the same monsters that had defeated the blonde hero's army. The guild offered 10 times the normal reward, yet no adventurer dared take the mission. Unwilling to let the town fall, the MC accepted the quest alongside Fenris. They teleported directly to the battlefield, where they found the rookie knight team previously saved by the MC, completely surrounded and on the verge of total defeat. The MC stepped in to save them once again. Fenris easily dominated the chaos bears with overwhelming strength. The fierce monsters immediately surrendered, kneeling in total submission. Fenris suggested taming them as pets. The knight team was utterly stunned. The very monsters that had defeated the hero were now being proposed as pets. The MC liked the idea. He bound the lead bear with a magic collar to seal its ferocity, and used illusion magic to make the entire pack look cute and harmless. Witnessing his endless god-tier magic and unfathomable strength, the 4 rookie knights made an instant decision. They wanted to become his disciples. The team consisted of warrior Vishar, tank Sham, archer Lily, and mage Lano. Left helpless after the blonde hero abandoned the battlefield, they had no one else to turn to. The MC was hesitant. He had infinite power but zero combat experience and no idea how to teach anyone. With Fenris's encouragement, he finally agreed. In an instant, he conjured a luxurious mansion out of thin air for everyone to live and train in. Fenris secretly planned to share a room with him, but the MC kept their fake marriage strictly professional and insisted on separate beds. The next day's training was a total disaster. The 4 rookies were utterly incompetent. The warrior missed every strike. The tank couldn't land a single hit. The mage drained all her mana with one basic spell. The archer's shots did nothing but scratch the wild boar training target. After the failed practice, Fenris served raw boar meat, a normal meal for demons but unbearable for humans. The MC stepped in to cook proper barbecue, stunning Fenris with how delicious human food was. Determined to win his favor, Fenris secretly decided to learn how to cook. The next day, the guild president personally approached the MC, offering him a high-position role under the hero's command with endless wealth and status. The MC turned it down instantly. He cared nothing for power or fame. He only wanted a peaceful life with Fenris and his friends. Over the next month, everyone settled into peaceful daily life. The tank Sham farmed fields in his free time. The archer Lily mastered basic archery but still panicked in real combat. The mage Lano suffered from crippling low mana, so the MC gifted her a magic ring that completely solved her mana shortage. She even secretly harbored a crush on him. The blonde hero repeatedly sent people to recruit the MC, demanding he become his subordinate. Every attempt was ignored. Meanwhile, Fenris mastered human cooking perfectly and made a delicious curry meal for everyone. She honestly admitted she'd secretly learned to cook just for him, touching the MC deeply. But their peaceful days didn't go unnoticed. A cat-eared demon girl spied on their house from the shadows. She was the demon lord's trusted subordinate, sent to investigate the mysterious supreme holy magic that had purified the monster forest. She was completely shocked to find Fenris, the heavenly king everyone thought was dead, living peacefully successfully with a human. She tried using her top-tier appraisal skill, capable of reading even the Demon Lord's full stats. But against the MC, the skill failed completely, returning zero information. Growing wary, she asked about the forest purification truth and challenged the MC to a duel, secretly planning to kill both him and the traitor Fenris. The cat girl launched a sneak attack with hidden poison magic, but every trick and killing move was effortlessly neutralized by the MC. He completely crushed her in one-sided combat. Defeated and helpless, the cat girl retreated temporarily. After the fight, the MC apologized to his 4 disciples for hiding Fenris's demon identity. Having seen her kind nature, the knights forgave them without hesitation and promised to keep their secret. The peace was short-lived. The cat girl returned with the demon army's most elite Wyvern Legion, covering the entire sky, ready for full-scale revenge. The Knight team despaired. This Wyvern army had destroyed countless human towns and crushed human armies countless times. Facing the deadly legion, everyone tensed for battle, except the MC, who stared curiously at the Wyverns with zero fear. Enraged by his casual attitude, the cat girl ordered a full assault. The MC raised one hand casually and wiped out most of the Wyvern army in an instant. The remaining monsters fled in terror. The cat girl fled in total shock at his monstrous power. The entire battle was witnessed live by the Demon Lord in the Demon Castle. Terrified by the MC's unfathomable strength, the Demon Lord disguised himself as a civilian to investigate the MC in person. On the way, he crossed paths with Knight Vishar, who sensed his dense demonic aura and confronted him immediately. The Demon Lord admitted his identity calmly, stating he only wanted to visit Fenris and meant no harm. The MC rushed over after sensing the supreme demonic fluctuation, extremely worried for his disciples' safety. Vishar froze in terror after realizing the man he'd just faced was the actual Demon Lord. The next day, the Demon Lord visited their home openly. He offered the MC a position to join the demon army and rule the world together. The MC refused instantly. The Demon Lord then asked why he refused both human and demon factions, choosing instead to live in seclusion. The MC's answer was simple. He was an outsider to this world. He didn't understand the thousand-year feud and refused to pick sides. He only wanted to protect the people beside him and live a quiet life. Moved by his honesty, the Demon Lord revealed the thousand-year truth. The original first Demon Lord was also an Earth transmigrator. Centuries ago, humans brutally oppressed the demon race. The first Demon Lord rallied the demons to rebel, sparking the endless thousand-year war. The current 12th generation Demon Lord had no desire for war or conquest, but he knew a power as invincible as the MC would become a fatal threat if he sided with humanity. For a moment, killing intent flashed in his eyes, but after a brief standoff, he chose to leave and wait for a better opportunity. After the encounter, Knight Vishar suffered endless nightmares, haunted by the Demon Lord's presence. Fenris teased that he developed a hidden crush, leaving him blushing and flustered. Back in the human kingdom, intelligence spread that the MC was closely associating with high-ranked demons. The furious king declared him a traitor and prepared to lead troops to execute him. The princess begged her father not to act recklessly, warning that forcing an invincible powerhouse to ally with demons would destroy the entire kingdom. But the stubborn king refused to listen. The useless blonde hero volunteered to lead the siege, demanding the MC either submit to him or die. Surrounded by thousands of royal soldiers, the MC remained calm. He reiterated his stance. He would never pick a side. He only wanted peace. Refusing to submit, he enraged the blonde hero, who ordered his arrest and threatened the 4 knights with execution for treason. Completely disappointed by the kingdom's corruption and the hero's cowardice, the 4 knights decided to abandon the kingdom and follow the MC. Faced with a full army blockade, the MC activated teleportation and took his disciples away in the blink of an eye, vanishing without a trace. Right after their escape, the Demon Lord arrived on the battlefield. Enraged by the kingdom's ingratitude and bullying of an innocent man, he officially declared total war on the human realm. The thousand-year war reignited in full force. Meanwhile, the MC moved his group to a remote small town, living a peaceful reclusive life far from all conflicts. Without the MC to balance the situation, the human kingdom collapsed instantly. Demon army troops swept through dozens of human cities in one day, marching straight for the royal capital. Facing national collapse, the kingdom begged the blonde hero to fight, but the cowardly boy locked himself indoors and refused to move, abandoning his people completely. Desperate, the kingdom's mages unleashed a forbidden nationwide purification spell at the cost of draining all their mana and falling into a months-long coma. The king was also severely injured and knocked unconscious. The spell was completely useless. The Demon Lord had already ordered a full retreat in advance, suffering 0 losses. With the kingdom leaderless and powerless, the princess took over as temporary ruler. Her first official order was stripping the blonde boy of his hero title, a decision cheered by every soldier and official. While the entire world fell into chaos and war, the MC remained completely oblivious, enjoying peaceful daily life with Fenris. While shopping one day, Fenris fell in love with a small stone brooch. The MC bought it for her instantly. It was the first gift she'd ever received, making her utterly overjoyed and devoted to him. Broken and powerless, the former blonde hero snuck into the royal treasure vault at night, hoping to find a legendary artifact to turn his fate around. Deep in the vault, a hidden door opened. A mysterious voice promised him any wish if he drew the sealed holy sword. Blinded by ambition, the blonde boy unsealed the sword without hesitation. A sealed thousand-year-old maiden named Thea emerged, a supreme darklight origin fiend whose power surpassed both humans and demons. To repay her release, Thea granted him 3 wishes. Fueled by hatred, the blonde's first wish was simple: kill the MC. Meanwhile, the princess sought a prophet to find the kingdom's last hope. The moment the divination began, a black judgment collar appeared on everyone's neck. The prophet revealed the terrifying truth: anyone wearing the collar would be sacrificed and decapitated the moment the wish was fulfilled. Centuries ago, the former king's wish had cost half the continent's lives. The prophet finally revealed the real savior of the kingdom, not the blonde fake hero, but the exiled MC living in the far western town. The princess immediately set out west to apologize and beg the MC to save them. Back in the western town, the system suddenly triggered a maximum level danger alert. The fiend Thea appeared out of nowhere, calling the MC by his original Earth name. Without a word, she unleashed a fatal sneak attack. In the chaos, Fenris was severely injured, her life force fading rapidly beyond the limits of normal healing magic. Watching his lover dying, the MC's gentle demeanor vanished completely. Pure, icy killing intent exploded forth. He shattered her ultimate dark origin magic with his bare hands and suppressed the top-tier fiend with a single palm. The invincible fiend who could destroy entire kingdoms was completely powerless against him. He broke her magic immunity and left her severely wounded with pure physical strength alone. Terrified and defeated, Thea knelt and begged for mercy. But the enraged MC showed no mercy, torturing her to pay for hurting Fenris. Just before Thea was crippled for life, the dying Fenris woke up and stopped him. She reminded him of his rule: never kill surrendered enemies. She didn't want him to stain his pure heart with blood for her sake. The MC snapped out of his rage and spared her life. Using mind-reading magic, he learned the entire truth about the blonde's wish and Thea's assassination mission. To eliminate the hidden danger permanently, Fenris suggested subduing Thea and making her a loyal subordinate instead of killing or sealing her. The MC agreed, forcing Thea to swear a blood oath of absolute loyalty. The 1,000-year-old supreme fiend was utterly convinced by his strength and character, vowing to serve him forever. She even developed a crush after witnessing how fiercely he protected Fenris. Back in the capital, the black judgment collars vanished, signifying the blonde's failed wish and saving the world from mass sacrifice. Soldiers rushed to arrest the blonde for unsealing the forbidden fiend and endangering the world. Cornered and desperate, the blonde was possessed by the remnant soul of an ancient dark archmage sealed in the vault. The archmage granted him endless dark power, turning the blonde into a giant rampaging dark monster. That night, Fenris confessed her deepest fear to the MC. Now that he could break the world barrier and return to Earth anytime, she was terrified he would leave her behind. As an otherworldly demon, she had no place on Earth. He was her only home. The MC held her gently and promised he would never abandon her. After all their time together, he had long considered this world and her his true home. Fenris smiled and begged him to show his true face without hiding anymore. Their sweet moment was interrupted by a terrifying dark aura descending on the town. The giant dark blonde monster and the possessed dark archmage had arrived, targeting the visiting princess to wipe out the human royal bloodline. Thea recognized the archmage's remnant soul, revealing she'd accidentally broken his seal when she escaped her own confinement. With no time to waste, the MC ordered Thea to protect the town and civilians at all costs. As the dark monster prepared to crush the princess, Thea teleported in and saved her instantly. The enraged archmage unleashed dual magic and physical attacks, yet every move was completely useless against Thea, who was immune to all magic and physical damage as a light dark origin fiend. The archmage's magic collapsed in 2 seconds flat. The MC had secretly severed his mana supply. Taking the final shot, Thea stripped the archmage's soul from his host body, sealed and devoured it, erasing the ancient evil completely. With the dark energy dispelled, the blonde boy and his maid returned to normal, the crisis fully resolved. The princess stepped forward and bowed deeply, apologizing on behalf of the entire kingdom for the king's cruelty and the blonde's betrayal. She begged the MC to become the true hero and save the collapsing realm. The MC refused calmly. He had no interest in saving the world, chasing fame, or fighting wars. He only wanted a quiet, peaceful life with the people he loved. After the crisis, everyone settled into stable lives. The 4 knights started their own businesses. Lily ran a horse and monster transport team. Sham expanded his farmland. Lano became a respected magic school teacher. The MC funded all their ventures, asking for only a small share of future profits. He even offered to use magic to boost crop yields, but his disciples refused, wanting to succeed with their own hard work. They compromised on a magic experimental field for high-value crops, balancing effort and efficiency. Watching his companions thrive independently, the MC dreamed of opening a small shop of his own in this world. Fenris excitedly promised to use all her demon connections to support him. The fugitive blonde boy and his maid wandered aimlessly after escaping arrest. They stole a royal magic bag expecting treasure, only to find a single mysterious shovel inside. Chased by soldiers, they fled into an underground tunnel and disappeared without a trace. Meanwhile, the demon realm fell into civil war. The demon lord's younger brother Jugadu staged a coup, seizing the throne. Dissatisfied with the demon lord's inaction and obsession with the human MC, the demon army backed the rebellion. The cat-eared heavenly king attempted to stop the coup but was easily defeated. Faced with universal doubt and betrayal, the demon lord chose to abdicate without struggle. He defeated his rebellious brother with one effortless strike as final mercy, then abandoned his throne entirely. The demon elites instantly regretted their actions, having forced their king into exile. The former demon lord left the demon castle and came straight to the small town, choosing to live a peaceful life under the MC's protection. His arrival stirred mixed reactions. Knight Vishar was stunned, while Knight Rosa strongly opposed his presence. Having witnessed the destruction of demon wars firsthand, Rosa could not bring herself to trust any demon royal, even a retired one. The MC respected her boundaries perfectly. He required no one to force friendship or abandon their beliefs, only mutual respect. Privately, Rosa told the former demon lord she would always watch him closely and strike him down instantly if he brought harm to humans. Far from anger, the demon lord was relieved, knowing she was finally willing to tolerate his presence. Back in the demon realm, the new king Jugadu ruled recklessly. He ordered endless blind assaults on human territory, resulting in massive demon casualties and plummeting morale. To stabilize the army, demon officials were forced to hold meaningless banquets to boost spirits. Back in the peaceful town, Fenris won a group hot spring resort ticket, bringing everyone along for a relaxing vacation. The hot spring town featured 7 unique springs with different blessings, strength enhancement, beauty treatment, mana recovery, mental calming, and even a fertility spring that instantly excited Fenris. Everyone enjoyed their own activities. The cat-eared king ate local snacks. Lano played shooting games. Thea studied human relationship knowledge out of curiosity about the MC and Fenris's loving bond. During the relaxing feast, everyone laughed and bonded freely, even the former demon lord letting go of his royal dignity. But peace was broken once again. The fugitive blonde boy and his maid had also arrived at the hot spring town. Attempting to sell stolen demon crystals for money, the crystals suddenly went berserk, absorbing massive nearby demon energy and transforming into a giant rampaging magic monster. The monster destroyed countless buildings and sent tourists fleeing in terror. The MC activated a massive barrier instantly to stabilize the collapsing town and protect all civilians. To avoid letting the MC bear all the burden alone, every ally decided to fight together. The former demon lord stepped forward to suppress the demon chaos, for the MC's sake. Knight Rosa mistakenly suspected a demon conspiracy, but the MC trusted the former lord's character completely, ordering everyone to cooperate. The final battle between the new and old demon kings began. The cowardly Jugadu used cheap sneak attacks and monster ambushes to compensate for his weak strength. The former lord held back repeatedly to avoid killing his kin, but finally lost patience and unleashed his forbidden ultimate seal spell, stripping Jugadu of all demonic power and reducing him to a powerless ordinary demon. Even the hot spring town's innkeeper was a hidden expert. She activated ancient formation talismans to trap and expel all rioting demons. Fenris personally subdued the blonde boy, who once again fled in disgrace with his maid. With the battle over, the MC used restoration magic to fully rebuild the entire destroyed town in just 2.5 minutes, returning everything to perfect order. Finally alone, Fenris enjoyed the fertility hot spring with the MC, filled with hope for their future together. That night, the former demon lord opened up to the MC, revealing why he'd abandoned his throne and power. He admired the MC's pure heart, infinite strength with no desire for tyranny, power, or war, only protecting his loved ones. He believed that together, they could end the 1,000-year hatred and create a new era of coexistence between humans and demons. That night, the couple shared heartfelt words under the warm spring steam. Fenris confessed her love for human emotions and vitality, which had made her feel truly alive for the first time. The MC confessed his own worry. If war broke out again, his desire to protect the innocent might make him lose his temper and cross the line. He asked Fenris to always remind him to stay true to his kind self. Fenris swore firmly to stand by his side forever, sharing both his joys and hardships, building their future and striving for human-demon peace together. The next morning, Fenris glowed with radiant beauty, making all the girls tease the couple about their sweet night together. From then on, everyone's lives moved forward steadily. Lano became a beloved teacher. The magic farm's high-quality crops sold perfectly. The former demon lord learned blacksmithing, planning to open a weapon shop in town. Rosa continued guarding the town day and night. The human kingdom ushered in a new era. The corrupt old king retired. The kind princess was officially crowned queen, leading the kingdom out of war and chaos. As for the once glorious hero, the blonde boy became a homeless fugitive, haunted by his own cowardice and greed, disappearing from the world's view forever to pay for his sins.